office because of me? Why? Did he go back to check on having me committed?
That's not funny.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. It's just that I'm just so exhausted. It's just so hard for me to forget what's happened to me. All the things I saw in that old house. A tombstone that disappears. And my dead mother. But I want to be free of worrying about ending up in another kind of institution.
Look, you start any more talk like that, and I am going to wash your mouth out with soap.
Don't do that, then I can't kiss you.
Oh.
Hey, you guys. All right, come in.
Oh. 1 second. Come on in, Miles.
How you doing, kiddo? Feeling any warmer? Any less shaking?
I am feeling wonderful.
Don't believe her for a second. Feel those hands. They're ice cold and she's shaking.
All right.
Listen, Draper said you went back to the office because of me. Is that true?
Yeah, well, you're my patient tonight. I just wanted to get you something to ensure that you have a very restful night.
Let me get some water.
I don't want any arguments from you this time, all right?
No arguments. Listen, I'm not so sure I could sleep without any help. I've got a whole batch of new nightmares just waiting in the wings. I'll do anything you say.
Really? Did you hear that, Draper? I think that stretch in prison did April some good. She's learning how to take orders.
Hey, don't bet on that. Remember, she was the first inmate to escape from Warmdale in, 4 years?
Now, that's something I can boast of. Does everybody know I'm back?
Well, let's see. Mike and Nancy do, and Bill Marceau.
What about Nicole? Haven't you told her yet?
No, not yet.
Well, here you go. You have to tell her. Why don't you call her right now?
Yeah, well, I suppose I should.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Well, I mentioned Nicole's name. Is she all right?
Oh, yeah, she's fine. It's just that it's a little late to call her, you know. It's after midnight.
Miles, she doesn't even get home from work until after midnight. Go ahead, call her now. I'd love to talk to her.
No, that's out. My orders are for you to hit the pillow. You stay there. You've got plenty of time for conversations with friends in the morning.
Yeah, I think it's time you got some rest.
You probably should, too. Why don't I get out of here?
Well, let me walk you to the door.
Talk to you tomorrow, all right? You get some sleep.
Hey, look, Miles, do you want to call Nicole from here?
No, listen, why don't you call her? I mean, the news is about your wife. She'd probably like hearing it from you.
Yeah, all right. But I just thought maybe you'd like to say a few words.
No, I think I'll get along home. I'm pretty bushed myself. It's been a long day.
Certainly has.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Yeah, Miles? You know, when I married April, I really hit the jackpot. I mean, I got a wonderful wife. And I didn't do too badly with my brother-in-law either.
Neither did I. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks. Good night.
Hello?
Nicole, it's Draper. Are you sleeping?
No, I just came in about 10 minutes ago. Draper, where are you? What's happening?
I'm at home, and I'm going to tell you the best news first. April's here, too. She's in the bedroom, in our bed, hopefully right now, dozing off.
Oh, that's marvelous. Well, Draper, how did you find her? Where's she been all this time?
Believe it or not, she went back to that old house in Northborough, the place where she grew up. That's where Miles and I found her.
That's strange. What gave her that idea?
Believe it or not, she got it from her psychiatrist. He told her that she was haunted by her past. So she went back to see if she could rediscover it in a haunted house.
Haunted?
Yeah, it was haunted in a way, Nicole. She saw things there. She thinks she saw her mother. That's why I'm not really happy, Nicole. I'm still really scared for her. Let me be frank with you. Last couple of months, I've been very, very preoccupied. With April, with my own problems. I haven't been very observant, but you and Miles are having trouble.
Well, Draper, something has happened. I guess you could call it a misunderstanding.
Well, I hope it doesn't last very long. For a selfish reason, April again.
April?
You know how important the two of you are to her. I was hoping that maybe if things could work out between you and Miles, that, she could be happy, go to a wedding. It would be very good for April right now.
Well, I can't promise you a wedding invitation, certainly not at the moment.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even opened this topic.
No. It's all right. I'm sure that you were... Well, it was just very thoughtful of you to inquire. Listen, can I come see April tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. Look, outside the family, you are the one person she wants to see more than anyone.
Outside the family? Yeah, okay, Draper. Well, you can tell her then I'll be there.
Okay, bye.
Good night. You understand. I honestly think that you believe that I had an affair with Wade
Nicole,
in Chicago.
I really don't think this is the time for this kind of a discussion.
It's a very good time, considering the conversation that I had with Margo just about an hour ago.
You see, I don't see what Margo has to do with this.
I think that I have finally begun to detect a connection. For one thing, I never would have been in Chicago if it hadn't been for Margo.
Oh, no, that's a little tenuous, isn't it?
Not necessarily. Wade's trip may not have been an accident either.
Nicole, what are you suggesting? That Margo sent Wade to Chicago deliberately in order to...
It's all right. I don't mind you finishing the sentence. Go on. The word you had in mind was seduce. It'll do fine. The answer is yes, I do. I think it is entirely possible that Margo has engineered Wade's trip the same way she engineered mine. She has a great deal of control over both of our lives.
I'm sorry, I just can't take the idea seriously, that's all.
Why? Don't you think that Margo is capable of that kind of conniving?
I just think it's highly improbable, that's all. If there were some truth to it, then... supposedly, Mr. Meacham wouldn't stand a snowball's chance in hell of succeeding, would he?
But you don't think that the snowball melted. You think that I did.
I think nothing of... What is the point of all of this, Nicole?
I just wanted you to know that I told Margo how I really feel. I'm sure that she's going to give you a report of the conversation, so you might as well hear my version. I told Margo that I know that if she is trying to break us up.
Oh, that's the most ridiculous statement yet.
The only question in my mind is whether it's past or present tense. Maybe she already has.
I think it was arson.
Of course it was arson.
What?
The good people of Cobble Hill had themselves a big community affairs party, and everybody brought matches.
Now, come on. Wade, you see conspiracy around every corner because you are so devious.
I didn't come over here for some kind of character analysis.
Oh, what did you come over here for?
I need advice.
Oh, my goodness. Muhammad comes to the mountain. Wade Meacham asking me for advice.
What am I going to do, Margo?
You could rebuild the theater.
It would take months.
I have the solution.
What's that?
Go back to Springfield.
Hey, no way. Look, when you said you were going to come and do business in Monticello, that's where I'm going to do business, too. I mean, we're partners in crime,
Look,
aren't we?
We are not partners in anything. Now, can't you get that through your thick skull? Our business interest went their separate paths a long time ago.
Well, you got a lot of capital tied up in my company.
Wait, I'm willing to let you keep the capital. Now, believe me.
No, that isn't enough. Look, why don't you let me be the general manager of your TV station, huh? I mean,
You
I
are
enjoy
not
that kind of work.
qualified.
Well, hell, there's nothing I can't do if I don't put my mind to it.
Look, Wade, just stick to your dirty movies. Won't you know that's what you're suited for?
All right, maybe I will. But instead of running just one X-rated movie theater in Monticello, maybe I'll have a whole string of them. Good night, Margo. And thanks for the advice.
asleep?
I was sleeping. I just woke up. Oh, Draper, I don't know if I can ever forget these things that have happened to me.
Oh. Honey, don't forget them. Just put them in their proper perspective. They belong to yesterday, not today.
And tomorrow?
What about the sedative? Don't you feel it yet?
I don't know. I guess so. I'm just so keyed up.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I know an old-fashioned remedy. More milk? How about some?
Okay. Do you think you can make that hot chocolate?
Okay. You and I will have a hot chocolate party for two. I'll be right back.
Draper?
Yeah?
I love you. Oh, no matter how strange some of the things I say and do are, please don't ever leave me.
You know, I almost forgot something. Remember when I gave these to you? We said, for better or for worse, I'll never leave you, April.
There's more.
Footsteps. Hearing the footsteps again. They're nothing to be afraid of. Draper told me what they were. He said they were Dr. Norwood's footsteps outside Denise's room. They were real. There's nothing to be afraid of. Oh, they've stopped. Oh, thank God they stopped. Draper? Draper, is that you? I remember now. I was in Northborough, and I heard someone coming up and opening the door, but it was you, Draper. It was you.
I am alive.